Hi everybody, this is Dan O'Connor on how to overcome your fear of public speaking. Are you ready?
DanO'ConnorTraining.com.
So I was asked to do a video on how to overcome our fear of public speaking. And I have been a motivational keynote speaker now for about 20 years. My expertise is in communication skills, specifically effective communication skills when dealing with difficult people or delivering customer service. And when I'm doing videos for customer service or communication skills, or when I'm delivering a keynote or doing an on-site training course on effective communication skills, it's all the same. It's all the same as when I'm talking to one person. And for me, the struggle with overcoming my fear of public speaking wasn't clear until I was at the end of the road. I'm no longer afraid of public speaking. I am, however, very anxious when I have to give a speech or when I have to deliver a training course or whatever it may be. I'll tell you that I believe I'm in the same boat as many, many, many of us who, before I get up on stage, I'm still saying to myself, oh my gosh, maybe if I just fall over and break my leg, maybe we can cancel the event, or maybe if I just pull the fire alarm and maybe create some diversion, we can stop this event from taking place and then I'll be off the hook. And I have these weird fantasies of not having to speak, because it is nerve-wracking having to get up in front of many people, but the way we overcome it is by practicing and realizing what the real fear we have is. So first, let me talk about practicing, and then I'm going to talk about what the real fear is that we have and how practicing helps us overcome it. We all have a platform. We all have a voice. We all have a message. And it's just like anything else in the universe. If you don't take care of what you have now, you will not be given a bigger and better one. That's not how the universe works. For example, right now you have a platform. Are you using it? You have a voice. Are you using it? You have decisions to make. What choices are you making? Many people thought that, for example, Nelson Mandela didn't have much of a voice or much of a choice when he was locked up in prison, but he did have a voice. He did have a choice. And when we are at the end of our lives, our lives are all about really the culmination of all of the decisions that we have made. It's not about one decision that we make. If it is about one decision that we make that, puts us in the history books, so to speak, or defines our life, the decision that we made when we were given the opportunity to decide is in line with our decision-making process. Who we are anywhere is who we are everywhere. We have to be the person that we are in every situation, so that when the one situation presents itself for us to really shine, we have a pattern established of making the right decisions. We have a pattern established of speaking a certain way. We have a pattern established of being the right person that we want to be in every situation, so that when the one that's important arises, we are prepared. So I'd like you to practice speaking in public, because the same fear that we have when we speak in public is the same fear that we have when we speak one-on-one. But many of us aren't taking time to practice. Remember that, being brave is just doing something that we're afraid of doing, but doing it anyway. And if you are anxious or if you have a fear of public speaking, it's always going to be there. But when you practice overcoming it, on the way home, you're going to meet somebody. Remember that every person you meet is your assignment. You are meant to meet them. You will meet every person you're supposed to meet, and every person that you meet, you are supposed to meet. You're supposed to be using your voice. They need to hear something from you. What they need to do before they hear that, however, is connect with you. So I'd like you to practice today connecting with the people with whom you find yourself. Talk to them. Reveal yourself to them. You have a message that you're supposed to be sending. You know it. Send it. You have a voice. Use it. You have been given a platform. Use it. You know how some people complain sometimes about how they don't like their job and they want a better one, but they treat the job that they have like garbage. Or they want a better car, but they treat the car that they have like a garbage can. They want a better house, but they treat their house like a tenement slum. When you start using what you have correctly, wisely, the universe conspires to give you a bigger and better one. That's just how it works. And now let's talk about what the real fear that we have is. The real fear that we have when we speak in front of one person or 100 people is revealing ourselves. We're not afraid of failing. As public speakers, we're not afraid so much as being a failure, not delivering a good message. We're afraid of, people getting up and walking out. We're afraid of people throwing rotten tomatoes. That is not as scary as what we're really afraid of. What we're really afraid of is, what if they see me? What if I reveal myself to them and they see it? Who am I to show people who I am? Who am I? What if they don't like it? What if I am rejected? That's a big fear that we have, is being rejected, in essence. And it's the same as when we have to tell somebody that we love them for the first time, or if we have to tell somebody, that we want to marry them. That's a big day. That's a big deal. Now, we all know some people who are not afraid of speaking in public, but look at them. Look at their pattern. They're not afraid of speaking to anybody. They will go up and say anything to anyone. Those are the people who can speak in public with no fear. But it's not because they're not afraid of speaking in public. It's not because they are extroverted. It's not because, they just don't give a damn. They can say anything at any time and they're okay with it. It's because they're okay with who they are. One way or another, they have practiced revealing themselves to people. And they're okay with people rejecting them. They're okay with people not believing what they have to say. They're okay with whatever people's reaction is because they are okay with their message. They are okay with, in essence, themselves. That's the real fear that we have, is exposing ourselves to people, so to speak. And we worry about what if they don't like it. But we stop worrying about that when we like it, when we are okay. When, if you don't like it, that's okay because I like it. And I'm going to use every platform that I have to send this message that's inside of me, because that's our job. That's all of our jobs. We were sent here to commune. We are constantly communing with ourselves, with our Maker, the power that brought us here and is in us but not of us, and everyone else on the planet, all at the same time. We are always communicating with ourselves, with everyone else, and with the person that brought me here, or the thing or the force that brought me here, all the time, every day, with every word I speak, with every thought that I think. And it's all the same thing. At the same time, I'm sending the same message to myself, to everyone else, and to my Maker all the time, every day. Am I okay with the message? And to be okay with the message, I have to be okay with the messenger. Here's the real deal. For us to be effective, successful public speakers, we must connect with the audience. To connect with the audience, we must be authentic. To be authentic, we must reveal ourselves. And to truly reveal ourselves and be okay with all of this now, we must be okay with who we are. We must be okay with the message and believe in it. That's the real challenge, is being okay with who we are. That's it. It's not about speaking in public. It's about being okay with the person that's speaking in public. That's what it is. And knowing that every platform we have, we should be utilizing. Every single time. So many people these days are not delivering messages because they feel it's not appropriate. Every platform you have is appropriate to deliver a message that you believe people need to hear. To be yourself. Every platform is appropriate. Always be yourself. My brother is a master at being himself. I've watched him my whole life be himself, take advantage of every platform that he has to deliver the message that he thinks needs to be delivered at that time. And it's funny because I've always watched him. He's always been a big opponent of racism and specifically neo-Nazis. And his whole life he's gone out and marched and fought against neo-Nazis. And I've thought to myself and expressed to him, neo-Nazis, come on, we defeated the Nazis a long time ago, whatever, have fun. I thought he was just doing stuff to fill his time. And Marty, I did not believe in the message as much as I should have. So I apologize for that, because now I see my brother was fighting to save Heather's life this whole time. And who knows how many lives he actually saved, doing what he's always done his whole life, regardless of what I think, what my father thinks, what my mother thinks, what our family thinks, what our friends think, what the public thinks. He knew that he should take advantage of every platform that he had to do what he needed to do, because he knew how important his message was. And I don't know how many people he has saved, but he has saved lives. So good for you, Mart. And I know that this whole time, now I get it, he was trying to save Heather's life. So good for you, Marty, for always delivering the message that you think needs to be delivered when you think it needs to be delivered on the platform that you have been given. Way to go. If we can all just do that. Right now, on the way home, you have an assignment. It's every person that you meet. Speak to them. But remember, to be effective at speaking to people, you have to connect with them. To connect with them, you must be authentic. To be authentic, you must reveal yourself. And to reveal yourself, you must be okay with the person and the message that you're revealing. Practice doing that every single day with every person that you meet. And watch. You'll be given a bigger and bigger and bigger platform. And it'll always be a little bit scary. But you will be more confident in your ability to succeed and do the job you were sent to do, because you will be confident that you will be able to connect with them. And you'll be confident that you'll be able to connect because of all the times you practiced being authentic and revealing yourself to people one-on-one and realizing that your message is perfect as it is, that you are perfect as you are. And that is how you overcome your fear of public speaking. You have a voice, use it every time. You have a platform, use it every time. You have decisions to make them. And that's how you overcome your fear, one person at a time.